All right, today I am here to meet Rebecca Bollwitt, Miss 604, at a meet and tweet. We are at Dublin Crossing Pub, and let's go check it out and see what she's up to.
Buzzword. It's more than that Facebook status update. Here's some quick tips for businesses. Don't just spam with links. So when you first sign up for Twitter, links are great. Links about your company are great, but don't purely tweet just links, because then it just looks like you might as well have a site up there that has pop-up ads, and it doesn't quite add value to what people will want to hear on Twitter. Your hashtags are a way to follow a conversation. You can go to search.twitter.com and type in any word, and it will call up every single instance of that word that's currently being said on Twitter. So an example is the Canucks game last night. People were using the hashtag Canucks, and if you went to search.twitter.com, you'd see that it was actually one of the top topics on Twitter, which actually shows you the power of the social media sphere in the Metro Vancouver area. So you want to make sure that you're definitely joining Twitter to hear what other people have to say as much as it is to get your message out. Make sure you're following people back, so that, if a great example is Lululemon. A girl tweeted on Twitter at Lululemon that she had a hole in her pair of her pants and she wanted to get it repaired. They saw that message, they replied to her within an hour or so on Twitter, and it was an instant customer service matchup just through Twitter, just by them paying attention to what people were saying about them on Twitter already. Will have a presence there so that you can address what people are saying and that you can also be a part of their conversation. So like the Lululemon example, you can go to search.twitter.com, type in their company name, and see when it's coming up, and find people who are talking about your company already and engage them. The other day, actually just yesterday, Toyota Canada added me on Twitter. So I sent an @ message to Toyota Canada, and I said, "Hi, I really like the Yaris." And within a few minutes, GM Canada sent me a direct message and said, "Hey, you want to try one of our cars sometime?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." so I heard back from Toyota and GM in the same day, just by. So obviously, GM was paying attention to what people were saying about their competitors as well. Another example of a single tweet and how it can be used for good and for making money, especially for a nonprofit, is the Twestival event. One girl who was originally from Canada was living in the UK, and she wanted to use Twitter for good. She wanted to see what kind of a positive global impact it could have. So she started Twestival. So on February 12th, she wanted to have a one-day event where cities all around the world could just get together at a local bar, a pub, a coffee shop, and raise money for a single cause. So the cause was Charity Water, a global charity. And she ended up getting over 200 cities across the globe to have an event on February 12th, and we had one in Vancouver. And just through the power of a tweet, she said, there's going to be a Twestival event. It's for charity. Pass it on. And so we did. So I organized the Vancouver event. We ended up having over 100 people come that night. We raised over $4,000 in one night, just through people coming up, hearing about it through Twitter. And globally, the Twestival raised $250,000, and they just recently drilled their first well for clean water, for charity water. That event, there's so many companies that are currently on Twitter, and it's a great example of how they're using it. For that Twestival event, I sent out a message, I sent out a tweet that said, I need a sponsor for this event, I need a venue and some prize sponsors, and just from companies, wineries, gift box companies, food companies, stepping up, sending me a reply on Twitter. We had $4,000 worth of prizes, and the Opus Hotel, who's on Twitter, at Opus Hotel, hosted the event for us.
Miss Rebecca Bollwitt, it's very nice to see you again. And today you were doing, can you explain what you were doing here today?
Today I was speaking at the Tech Valley Social Club, and it's actually their first tweet up. So the first Twitter meetup in the Fraser Valley, east of the Fraser River, which is so exciting because I'm born and raised in this area. And just to see so many people, like 80 people, show up and talk about technology and Twitter, it's great. So I was actually speaking about Twitter for Business. So hopefully people could...
And you were fabulous. And wait a minute, so I just want to get, and Miss Rebecca was fabulous. And so like months after I was first introduced to Twitter, here we are. And I just thought that you were awesome, and we'll see you on Twitter. Okay, bye.